Alright, here's a spine-chilling tale for you. The last shift. Amara had always heard stories about the old hospital on the outskirts of her town, but she never believed in ghost stories. After all, she was a trained nurse, dedicated to science and logic. But on Halloween night, she was called in for the last shift, a quiet, overnight watch in the ward. The eerie silence filled the empty corridors, and as midnight struck, she heard the hum of fluorescent lights flickering. Ignoring it, she focused on paperwork, but then came another sound, a faint scratching, like fingernails scraping against the walls. She stopped, heart pounding, and tried to convince herself it was a rodent. An hour later, she found herself patrolling the ward. As she passed by one room, her eyes caught a glimpse of a figure inside. It was a man sitting in a hospital gown, his head hung low, shoulders slouched. His back was to her, his skin pale, veins visible under the dim lights. Amara's pulse quickened. "Sir, visiting hours are over," she said softly, more out of protocol than bravery. The man didn't move, didn't even breathe. Swallowing her fear, she stepped into the room, but the figure was gone. Nothing but the faint indent of a body on the bed. A chill swept through her. Just then, the lights went out, leaving her in complete darkness. Amara fumbled for her flashlight, and as the beam flickered on, she froze. In front of her was the man, his face pale and hollow, eyes black pits, a sinister grin stretched across his face. But it wasn't a man at all. It was something else, something ancient and angry, with eyes that stared right into her soul. She tried to scream, but the sound wouldn't come. All she could hear was the scratching, getting louder and louder, until her world went black. When the morning shift arrived, they found her uniform neatly folded on the bed. But Amara was never seen again. Rumor has it that if you listen closely on Halloween night, you can still hear scratching in that empty ward, waiting for the next unlucky soul.